Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Razorbacks will put total leather and will get started. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. What a great return, and he flips the field to... This drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
The Utes will move the sticks.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's got an open man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, if you're trying to throw these curl routes against zone coverage, you got to have great timing. Nice job there by the quarterback, understanding where he wanted to go with it, but also the conviction. Did you see the arm talent on that throw?
Looking for a man. It's Dampier. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic.
Touchdown, Utah! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. This quarterback part of their running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Green. The short hands, it's Anthony. Still running at the 40. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's taking the shot. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Razorbacks love to do it on the ground, but that gives you some opportunities for big plays up top.
No doubt. It makes me commit more to the ground game, bring more guys down. I'm more willing to play man coverage on the outside. And then in turn, if the QB can make plays down the field, make strikes, get on the same page as the receiver, it can create some huge plays for this Arkansas offense.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
Rides the back and leaves it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. First play of the period will be a second down. Steps away to find some room. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Now on the move. To the house. Touchdown, Arkansas.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. To the air. It's Dampier. Now he's going to break the pocket. Running to Green. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Quick completion on the out. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Runs through a tackle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
And the Utes are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll try to do it himself. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. The Utes will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. High and away, headed toward the sideline just the way he drew it up.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the run, it's Russell. There he goes.
Really shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
And now on second down for this offense. Quick release by the QB. Shakes off the defender. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 40. They finally make the stop, but he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Green. Unloads to the right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on 2nd down. He'll pull it down and run. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Razorbacks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. On the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
And the Utes will have a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Makes the catch. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bentley. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. One more snap coming before halftime. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. The Utes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And the Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go right back to him. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
The Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls it and fires to the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
And the Razorbacks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Green. Going to take a shot at this DB. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Right down the middle. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll run play action. Looking for space to the left. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yard.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was, could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their first sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll run this play from the pistol. Looking to throw, it's Green. Finding open areas. Turning it on. Pulled down for the tackle.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebacker's coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
The Razorbacks can really attack on this second and short. Using his legs, it's Russell. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He breaks a tackle. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
Yeah, and he's done a great job all game long, making the right decisions, but knowing when to pull it and continue to keep drives alive. He's continuing to make the right decision time and time again.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Reads it, fires complete. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
And the Razorbacks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Calls his own number. The Razorbacks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. one running back in the backfield, and he has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it, and it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the third down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
He's taking a deep shot, and that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Looking to take a shot. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only one possession on fourth down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on third and long. Quarterback keeper fighting off the defender. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. What a disappointment. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And I like the decision. To go up by more than a touchdown in the fourth quarter is the right call, but the execution doesn't come through. Now this football game is totally different. You don't have a 2-score lead. Your defense is going to have to step up for you in a big moment late in this football game.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, You got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Utes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Throwing right. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
And this D's been very solid all across the board. And it's got to be a fun unit to coach, and especially when you got cornerbacks out wide that you can just depend on. You can leave them on islands, you can vary coverages, and you see it right here. He breaks on the football, he understands where it's going, and that's such a luxury to have a guy out there that you can trust for a whole football game.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. Listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
Breaks into the open. Plows through the defense. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The clock and the scoreboard on their side as they come to the line, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Made it harder on themselves on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 9. This is a designed run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.